You're watching Republic TV. This is Krishna Kumar. Straight to the massive controversy that we're tracking this Thursday here on Republic TV, and that is Congress attacking the government over judges' appointment. Top government sources now tell Republic TV that the Union Law Ministry is seeking a reconsideration on K.M. Joseph's name from the Supreme Court Collegium. Justice Joseph is 42nd in terms of seniority, but now top government sources telling us that Law Ministry is seeking a reconsideration on K.M. Joseph's name from the Supreme Court Collegium. And the government has power to seek reconsideration on fair grounds. And Justice Joseph is 42nd ranking in terms of seniority across the entire list of 669. The latest breaking news update on the judge controversy is that top government sources are telling Republic TV at this point in time that the Union Law Ministry is seeking a reconsideration on K.M. Joseph's name from the Supreme Court Collegium. Keep in mind, this comes on a day when the Congress party has gone hammer and tongs at the central government over the judge's appointment after Judge Indu Malhotra's appointment in the Collegium. And we have Aishwarya Kapoor, our political affairs editor, now joining us with the latest on that front. Aishwarya, Law Ministry seeking a reconsideration on K.M. Joseph's name.
Well, that's right. That's the information which is coming in through our sources. That is, the government is having a second thought. The government is really distressed about this. The kind of information which is flowing through that there was a deliberate attempt on the part of the Law Ministry and then on the part of the government to basically stop promotion of a particular judge to the Supreme Court, and this is something which the government very clearly refutes. Government says that it's doing. There is a certain legal process and there may be delay, but there is no deliberate attempt on the part of the government to prevent any senior judge of any high court, and in this matter specifically of the Uttarakhand High Court, to be promoted to the Supreme Court, keeping in mind that there are certain legal processes which are followed and the government is following the same. Some cases are sorted out prior than the others, Krishna. That is the explanation coming in from our sources in the government.
Right.
The legal part of the government is rather working overtime at this point of time to sort the situation out.
Aishwarya, and this after Congress alleged that Justice Joseph hasn't been elevated because of a verdict he gave against the centre in the year 2016 and on account of his religion. Congress party unrelenting in its attack on the judiciary.
Well, that's right, because at the end of the day, Krishna, we've seen that there has been a lot of jumbling happening between the legislature and the judiciary. This is something which is really missing the government out, the kind of counters which are coming in from the opposition. But this time around, once again, government is in question, this time regarding elevation of a judge, and the allegation coming in from different quarters is that this has been deliberately done to nudge into the judiciary. So this is something which the government is very clearly rebutting. They say that the government is something, and then the recommendations have been sent back to the SC, to the Supreme Court Collegium. So it could very well be expedited. And the explanation, and as I just said, that the government is stating that some cases take more time. That is a process. Some cases are sorted out earlier. Some cases take time, and that is the only thing. There is no deliberate attempt at any point by the government, either in this case or in any other case, at least since 2014. That's coming in from the government sources, Krishna, that in the case of Justice K.M. Joseph, government is not deliberately stopping or had deliberately stopped. The recommendations of the Supreme Court Collegium were taken into consideration in both these cases, in both these issues, and that the government is looking once again to send back the recommendations to the Supreme Court Collegium. So once again, the process will begin. It will take some time. The allegation, as you just stated, came in that because of the judge rather giving out some judgment against the government in the year 2016, the allegation coming in from the opposition and then some quarters is that this is a deliberate attempt made, or rather taken by the government. The government sources clearly refuting it, rebuking it, saying this is not right. It is only the government process,
right,
and the government is not deliberately stopping any of the appointments, any of the elevations, and in this matter, elevation of a judge of the Uttarakhand High Court to the Supreme Court of India. Krishna.